not to be too tucked or arched. So just in that neutral place. And we'll just hold it in for 4 and release in 3, 2, and 1. And keeping that squeeze now, and then just press in with the bottoms of your heels. You're just gonna lift the hips an inch off the mat. Without tucking, without squeeze, without arching. And then lower it back down. And again, just find that inner thigh connection and just lift the hips up an inch. And then lower down. 2 more there. Connect and lift. And lower and lift. Squeeze into the ball with the lift. Connections there with the inner thighs, and start to just lengthen out the torso. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bringing it down. And now let's curl the back all the way. Lifting it up. Inhale at the top and exhale, feel the vertebrae drop as you lower. Taking some spinal curls. In and lift. Reach up at the top and lower through the top of the ribs. 2 more there. Curl and reach up. Round and lower. Feeling whatever needs to feel there. Holding it up there. Let's take the arms overhead. Reach in opposite directions as you stretch out the spine and roll through. And let's take the knees into the chest. Bringing the arms by your sides. And then just lower the feet back down. So without tucking, find that neutral. Actively pull in the ball. Start to lift off the heels. And then for takeoff, your toes lift up. You're squeezing using your core belly and lower back down to the ground. Again, the heels start to peel up. Use your abs and lift. And squeeze and lower. Peel the heels up, point the toes and lift. It comes in and lowers down with the toes and the heels. Heels come up, point and lift. 2 more there. Long in the torso, pulling everything into that core set. And once more there. I'm going to take the ball, bringing the knees into the chest, reaching away. And then start to curl the head, neck, and shoulders up, reaching the ball over the knees here. And lower back down. And lifting up, chin in. And lower, one more time. This next one comes up and holds. We return the legs straight up to high diagonal and coming back and lift a little higher. And reaching it out. Pull in with that core belly. And extend. And lift for 3. And up for 2. Last one. You're going to bring the ball underneath your head as you lower down. The legs will come over to the side as your arms come out to T shape. Pressing the opposite shoulder down. Breathe into that arm and then exhale. Deepen your stomach to lift the knees up and over to the other side. On that exhale, lift Once you're over to the next side, taking that arm that's on the ground and just reach it up and try to just reach through the fingertips and rotate the arm around a couple times. And then deepen and lift. Same thing with that opposite arm, just reach and make a few circles. And bringing it back up, pressing on the ball. We'll extend the legs to high diagonal and start to pump the arms from there. Heels together, toes apart. You'll inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale. And exhale, start to bring the legs a little bit lower to the floor. Now you really feel your abs turn on. Pumps with those arms, deepening the pelvis to the mat. You can always bend the knees here if it just feels like it's too much, but we're trying to get into that low belly, pelvic floor connection as you pull in and up. Starting to lower the legs a little bit more as you press the head a little more. And inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. But even lower with those legs. Pull back in the rib cage. Connect your heels. Deepen the ribs even more. Start to lift the right leg up. Left leg is down. And start to switch through space. Keep those pumps. Pressing down with the head to switch. And press down with the head to switch. And one more each leg. Low belly's getting a lot of action here. And switch. Bring the knees into your chest. Pull it in nice and tight. Dropping through the tailbone. And think almost arching your back to feel the full spine on the mat. We'll take your bowl and just place it in the hands. We're going to take it up to the ceiling. Squeezing your ball and release. Getting into the arms. And just creating that pressure as the neck floats away from you. Starting to bring that right leg up to the ceiling. You'll keep the squeeze in your ball. Start to bring the leg to the corner of your opposite shoulder. Circle it around and stop at the top. We go in, around, and up. In, around, and up. The other leg is just slightly bent. And I want you to try to control this from your abs. So deepening pelvis to the mat. One more. And reverse. Out, around, and up. And the circle's not very big here. Squeezing that ball, slight bend to the elbows. Two more. And bring the knee in and just give it a little squeeze. And lower down. Replace, taking the left leg up. Cross to the inside of your shoulder first, then around and up. Deepen pelvis to the mat. One more time there. Pressing strong with the right foot and reverse. Use your breath as you sweep the leg. Exhale. Squeeze the ball. Getting close to your body each time. One more here. And pull it in. Top of the knee compresses down. Let's bring the ball between your knees, feet together, and you'll rock it all the way up. Holding the balance here as you grab the tops of your shins and just lift the feet off the ground. So you're in this tight, compact ball, and you're just gonna roll back 2 inches. Squeeze your ball, bring it with you, press against your shins, and come up to balance. Same thing, rocking back, few inches here, tuck the belly in. Arms are compressing into the ball too. So everything's trying to squeeze. And just make that C curve, round it back. Catch yourself up, 2 more. And now lower the feet, take it between your feet. Lifting up. Pull the stomach back. And come up. And curl back. Trying to get into that low stomach. 2 more here. Start to go for that full rolling like a ball. Press against your ball, come up. Make a deeper circle with the back and spine. 2 more there. And then come to the edge of the ribs in balance, so slowing it down a little bit, lifting the legs up to the ceiling. Bring your hands behind your head. Let the weight of the head fall into your hands. We lower down for 3, 2, 1. Point the toes and lift it up. And lower down, really compress the neck so you're not using your hips. You're reaching in opposite directions. For 3, 2, 1, and lift up. 2 more. Deepen the pelvis more into the mat. 1 more time. 3, 2, 1. And this time we get to lower the hands, lift up and over. And just hang out in that position for a second as we just stretch the spine. Starting to lift the legs all the way up. Use the glutes. Bring it back overhead. And slowly start to curl down. Feeling each vertebrae before the next. Head up, chin away from you. And start to bend the knees. And then lower the legs to the mat. Hopefully getting a little natural crack in your spine there. Reaching the arms up and over. We're going to go for the roll up with the ball right between the feet. Start to curl and lift. Reach past the feet. Past your toes there. Get a major spine stretch this way. And then inch by inch curling down. Inhale here, lengthen. Exhale, lift and reach. Pull back in your abs. And curl and lower. And exhale up. And round it down. Find that connection to the ball. You'll feel in your thighs. Let's do 2 more. Squeeze and lift. Really pulling into the spine that needs it. Lifting it up there. And coming all the way back. All right, we'll take the ball. We're going to bring it underneath your right leg. So you're squeezing it there. Taking the hands behind your neck and start to curl up, twisting towards your knee with the ball. You're going to start to, let's bend your opposite knee in, and then lower the right foot down, twist towards your left, and switch. So you're just toe tapping as you're switching here. Squeeze your ball. Finding neutral. And here we go for 4. And 3. Left leg is really light. 2. Hold it there on 1. Now extend the left leg, reach it high, bend it in, and extend. Reach it high, in and extend. Lift, reach and lift. Find that neutral, and reverse. Bring it in, up and lower. Getting longer in that body. Really twisting. Last one. And bringing it down. Switching legs. Curling up towards the knee with the ball. Tapping the right toes down. And then switch, and you'll twist your body towards the right and twist. You're going to want to tuck the pelvis here. So just try to keep it to that neutral. The movement's very small. Both hips stay right where they are as the knees come in. This is 4. And switch for 3, 2, 1. Coming back to that knee with the ball. Hold, extend the right leg up and lower. And bring it to a bicycle. Really twist that side body. For 2 and 1. Reverse. Bring it in and up. Lots of low abs today. And forward and up. One more time. And bring it in. Lower down. And we'll take that ball away. And just take your hands underneath the knees. Pull them into your armpits. And making little circles with the legs. And reverse. And we'll just come all the way up. And we're going to go right over onto the stomach. Hands down, and we'll bring your forehead to your hands, scooping the belly button in as much as possible. Now from there, you're just going to lift the right leg up. Scoop the pelvis even more and lower down. Lift the left. And the goal here is to get longer with that leg, not higher with the heel. So it's like someone's pulling it away from your body as you lift up. Switching between each leg as if there's space underneath the belly button. One more time each side. And lift both up in one piece. Tuck the pelvis even more. Pulling belly button in and up. Lift the right leg a little higher than the left. And lower. Lift the left a little higher than the right. Switching between. Both hips pressing to the floor. Feeling the connection. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, heels together, toes apart. Scoop the pelvis. Lift the legs long and high. Maybe not as high though as you think you want to go, so maybe a little less and tuck the pelvis more. And then start to beat those heels out and in. It's really subtle. Here we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Taking the legs to the sides. Scoop the pelvis under you and lower the head down here. Reaching the fingertips back behind you, start to peel the upper back off the mat as you're still looking down with your hands and with your eyes. And then start to bend your elbows in towards you as the hands just float towards your shoulders. And then extend the arms back behind you to reach for the hips. And they bend and reach for shoulders. And reach behind you. Glutes are nice and strong. Bend it in. And reach away. For 3. And 2. 1. Lower it all the way down. Bringing arms out to a T shape. Just gonna move a little bit away from this wall. Head stays down here, legs apart. Just the arms reach out. And lower down. Reach through those fingertips and lift. And lower. And reach up. Reaching out to go up. Glutes are strong. For 4. 3. Flying high. 2. Holding up on 1. Bring them to your hips. Bring them out to the sides. Bring them to your hips. Out to the sides. For 4. Reach them high. 3. 2. 1. Rotate the palms to the ceiling. Little pulses up. Try not to sink down too much. Keep it high. Keeping that pulsing sensation as you start to go to a low V. And then rotate the palms of the hands. Keep pulsing. Start to go to the T shape. Then start to bring it back to low V. Rotate palms to the ceiling one more time to bring it home. And lower it down. Taking the arms, let's push back, finding a child's pose there. Rounding it. And really press into the floor. Maybe a couple shoulder rolls. And we're going to take the ball again. And we'll come to the hands and knees. You'll bring it right between the knees there. And then start to curl under, rounding the full spine. Cross into those shoulders. And open the back up. And curl, press into the hands. And open up. 2 more, taking what you need from this position. And one more time. Finding that neutral. Tucking tops of toes. Take a squeeze into the ball and just lift up an inch. Start to pulse that ball in and out. For 3, 2, 1, lower it down, rounding the spine, opening it up, finding that neutral. Tuck the toes and lift. Pull into the core belly. Everything pulls into center. Pulse that ball in and out. For 3, 2, 1, lower down, round the spine, open it up. One more time here, find neutral. Tuck and lift. Pull into that ball, pulse it. For 3, 2, 1, lower down, round. Open it up. And let's tuck the toes, lift it high, up to a down dog shape, just for a little bit of stretch. Heels press down. And start to really press the hands into the mat as you send those hips behind you. Shaking the head no. And walk the hands out a little further. You're going to start to unravel your spine as you curl through the stomach, curl through the spine, and come to plank. Holding that plank position, rocking it forward, rock it back. Ooh, excuse me. 3 more there. Tucking your pelvis. And then send the hips high once again, lowering the heels. Curling through the back, coming to plank. Squeezing the ball nice and tight, rocking forward, rock it back. Tuck through the hips. Slight bend to the elbows for 3. And 2. And 1, finding the neutral in that plank. Hold that position strong. We're going to take the elbows to a bend, little push up, and cross back up. Not too far out, not too far in. Elbows find that middle place. We just have 3. And press. Scoop the hips. 2. And 1. Lower the knees down, send it back. Really stretching that upper body out. And we're going to come and face the side here. We're going to take both legs straight to start. And let's do all the way down to your right arm. Left leg will just, both legs straight, left arm will press on the ball in front of you to kind of hold your place there. You'll lift that left leg up. Find it long. And first we're just going to swing it forward and swing it back. And just no pressure there with the hip. And one more time each side. Holding it to the front, we'll bend your knee in. Keeping that knee bent, try to extend the leg where it's bent. So without lowering the leg, keep it high towards you and extend. Try to meet that leg to the ball. One more time. Flex your foot, 2 kicks forward, 2 kicks back and point. 2 kicks forward, flex. 2 kickbacks, point. Let's even turn out the leg a little bit. So toes up to the ceiling, feeling that strong left oblique. Oh, for some reason, really feeling this today in the stomach. Pressing down with that opposite leg. For 3, and 2, 1. Hovering that leg right over the other one. Clap it and lower and clap. Scoop the pelvis under. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Now bending your knees, we'll lift up and over, taking a little bit of stretch. And we'll come back down to the forearm. Left leg is going to go in front. This right, it's going to go on the right ankle or shin. So you'll feel this kind of side, modified side plank. And then lowering the hip down. Left leg in front, lift up. And lower and lift. Yes, that's it. And reach it up. I have my right armpit just kind of angled in, that right elbow towards my body. And keep it up for 4. And 3, 2, finding that rainbow arc in the body, taking the arm behind the head just to support the head, and little pulses into that side waist. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking it down. Bend your knees and reach it over. And this time, let's grab the front of the knees and twist a little bit more. And we'll go over to that other side. Okay, so we're going to start on the left side here. Taking right hand to the ball. Legs a little bit in front of you. Top leg comes up, and then just start to swing it forward and back. Just to kind of catch your weight there. See what needs to be done. Really press that bottom leg into the mat. For 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee into the chest. And now from there, try to extend the leg forward. And bend it a little deeper. Try to touch that elbow and extend. One more time. Press that bottom leg and extend. Flex your foot. 2 kicks, even deeper. Sweep it back. And turn out those toes. 2 kicks. And sweep. Good. You can do a slight bend to the elbow in front. 2 kicks. Notice if that right hip is hiking up at all. Try to just press it down. Then we have 3. And sweep. For 2. 1. And stacking it here. Lifting it high. Start to lift and lower. Bottom leg. Keeping it in parallel. Weight is forward. And as soon as you bring more weight into the ball, you really feel the stomach more. Here we go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Bend your knees, lift up. Quick stretch over the ankles. And taking the ball, bring it underneath. Left ankle slash shin. Right foot in front. On the forearm here. Elbow slightly inward towards you and lifting it up. If you go a little bit more towards your ankle, it's just a little bit more core. Taking that arm up, you'll lower and lift. Finding that mid-back connection. Here we have 4. And 3, 2, holding it up. Taking the hand behind the head and just pulse it up into that rainbow-like side waist. Heaviness in the ball. For 4, 3, 2, 1, taking it down. And this time we'll reach all the way to the knees as you open. Twisting really deep. And now we're going to come onto your back. Just feeling the pelvis drop into that neutral. Reaching your arms overhead. Starting to curl everything up. Chin in, lift. Reach for the feet and curl up to teaser. Use that low belly and hold. Find that carve out of the low belly, holding it there. Reaching the left arm to the side as you twist the torso. Back to center. Press the feet together. Bring the right arm and twist. Back to center. Left arm and twist. Keep it curled. Right arm and twist. One more each side. Feet pressed together as you slowly uncurl and lower down to the mat. Shaking that out. And then coming up, not to teaser, but to boat pose. So we'll reach the fingers together towards the center, lifting up, holding this balance, and you're just gonna rock forward and back. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees into the chest, holding on tight. Taking a little happy baby stretch there. Big exhale into the back. We did it. Untuck the pelvis, find that neutral. And bringing it together. Let's rock it all the way up.